featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Portland.
And this should be fun, guys. They see this team a lot, 4 times during the regular season. And so far, they've split the first 2, so they seem pretty evenly matched. A chance to build some confidence with the win tonight.
Both games featured adjustments from both sides. Different outcome, obviously, so this should be an interesting strategic battle.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Oh, that is a heck of an attack by Drew Holiday off the bounce. He holds nothing back.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Now, here's Lillard. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Here's Holiday after Penny Hardaway's bucket. Lillard and Lillard throws it down.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Pass to Hardaway. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Lillard outside. To the middle. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
Gobert pulls it in.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now here's Lillard. Outside, Avdia. Kept alive. Back to Lillard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Randall. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 2. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number 1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Stop the run, and it's finished off by McDaniels as he lays it in.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Lillard outside. Tips it. And staying with the play, Avdia.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's Edwards. And you can see. Oh!
My goodness. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's tipped. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. He gets it up. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Outside, Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Got it. Edwards converts for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Lillard outside. Avdia on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Outside, Avdia. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Watson. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Watson's got his first basket of the night.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. The Trailblazers with the lead. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Porter. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Randall. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
There's a screen by Porter. And stolen by Melton. Randall with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Henderson outside. Driving to the basket. Oh, he misses the dunk. Endorsed for the Timberwolves 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But, of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Here's Henderson to the paint. Sharp. They can't stop the run with that one.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
He hits both from the stripe. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Henderson outside. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Watson. Excellent defense there from Henderson. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Another round of applause for your Blazer dancer.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Picked by Randall. And the wide open shot from Reed. No good on the 3. Holiday surveying the floor. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The kick out to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Left side, Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert, the screen. Fires from 14. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 10 points.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And it's Lillard missing.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Randall down low. Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Back to Hardaway. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. A wide open look here for Holiday. Off the mark, and the drought continues. PB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
2 minutes.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. I think that's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls. But overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Hardaway hits them both. Portland with the ball. Down by 12. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Now, Nesmith, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside Hardaway. Good work there as it goes. Hardaway has got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Bucket is good.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Several teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Conley. .105 left in the third. Puts the move on, and he sinks the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Sharp. Outside, Porter. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And finished off by Porter.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each.
Minnesota 41.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Trailblazers trailed by 12. Lillard outside. A 3-ball. Nice defense from McDaniel.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Outside, Porter fires for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Lillard misses.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Porter. Portland no good that time either. Outside, Edwards. Has to Gobert. McDaniels on the wing. And here's Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Lillard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Man, that jumper on balance and on point. Lillard working over that medium range area.
Here's Edwards. Now McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Now Randall. Count it. Nice touch.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Green from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now Gobert. Edwards. Trying again. And there's the dunk.
We always know this has been the strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
For 3. Does not go.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the layup is off. Trailblazers trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Rudy Gobert.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
And a wide open look for Porter. What a response! Hitting a 3 of their own. Here's Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Abdul-Jabbar. Randall with some nice D. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just